Sporty location indeed, North Shore Event Centre. I spent my entire youth here playing basketball, not badminton. Today we're going to give it a bit of a nudge, but I want to back up the truck just a little bit, talking about the Wahine. Did you know that on the day of the sinking, it was actually the strongest winds ever recorded in the history of New Zealand? Staggering stuff, and I've got a little bit more weather information on the Wahine a little bit later on. But first, let's have a look at the overnight temperatures. Ladies and gentlemen, be prepared to be wowsed and amazed. Wowsed, is that a word? Wowed and amazed. It's all about hitting the feathers off it. That's cool speak in badminton, apparently. Well, I hope it is. I just made that up. A couple of experts here. Joe Wu on the far side. He's the New Zealand #1. And right here, closest to me, this is Ong Ewe Hock, who was a former world #2. These guys are experts, and they're going to show us the ins and outs. Why are we here? Well, this week, starting today, is the New Zealand badminton competition. It's part of the World Series, and these guys are going to be knocking it out over the next 5 days, trying to prove that they can get to the #1 slot. $50,000 US is up for grabs if they win the World Series. So it's going to be a fun morning. I'm going to chuck on a headband, maybe some white tight shorts, get amongst it, see if I can match it with the best. Very interesting. We're getting into a little bit of fashion ourselves, badminton fashion. I don't know what you... Well, I'm a little bit disappointed. I was kind of expecting white little shorts, socks up high, headbands and stuff, but apparently the fashion of badminton has moved a lot. Moved on a lot since when I left off, which is a long time ago. But that's what we're getting amongst today, is a bit of badminton, and I made an absolute hash of the name of the tournament. So we're going to do, this is the auto cue now, it is Sky City New Zealand Badminton Open, Auckland 10th to the 14th of April. That is the auto cue. There's a horrible spot. I think you've spilled your breakfast on your top. We're going to have a yarn to Joe in just a second. But badminton is what we're talking about at the moment. Quite a tournament you have ahead over the next 5 days, don't you, Joe?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, definitely, with so many people here. But it's going to be really good for badminton in New Zealand.
World tournament, you've got some of the best athletes from around the world coming down. Who are the biggest names? Who are the biggest challenges that you face?
Obviously, there's quite a few people from the top 20 in the world, yep. So it's too many to name, actually, to be honest. So it's part
of the World Series, $50,000 US up for grabs. Have you got a chance?
Slim one, I have to admit, but it's going to be a tough road for me.
Oceania champion, #1 in New Zealand, Australia. World ranking?
126.
Asia, that's a strong contingent, isn't it?
Yes, indeed, yes.
All right, mate. Well, we're going to work on it hard today. We're going to see if we can brush up on a few shots, talk you through a few things, and hopefully we can up that world ranking by the end of the morning. What do you say?
Sounds good to me.
He's a champion, and I can assure you he's very impressive, and they will wow you with their accuracy and some of their shots a little bit later this morning. I, on the other hand, won't.
Sammy, one quick tip to fit in. You need to tuck in your polo shirt to look like the other player that you interviewed just before, okay? So just do that for us.
Tuck it in. You're
looking a bit uncouth. Right. There we go.
Pants high.
Now you're into it.
Right.
Not that high.
There we go.
Oh dear. Yeah. Obligatory leg kick, thank you.
How are your skills developing?
Yes. Well, I've worked out that I'm pretty poor at the sport so far. These guys, on the other hand, experts. The test that we're going to put them through in this cross is accuracy. But first, your weather. All right, the test of accuracy. New Zealand #1, Joe. You've got 5 shots to hit the camera. On your marks, get set, go. Let's see how he does. Here's the smash. Now, it's not too bad from the get-go. Let's not forget that these guys are hitting this thing at about 300 kilometres an hour. We tried to get a speed gun, but it's very hard to see a shuttlecock with a speed gun. Come on, hit the lens, get it up there. One more. I guess the other thing you might notice is it's not only the speed and the accuracy, the athleticism. Look at him getting up, slapping it down.
Very impressive.
What we might do is try and put I know, it is very impressive, but we might even put New Zealand #1 up against our former world #2 and see if the old boy can keep up with New Zealand's young buck. That's all coming up this morning. We'll see you very soon.
Sam, I think they'd find it easier if he could actually, I don't know, shoot at an open mouth. So Sam, if you got down and put your head on the ground.
Like a clown at a...
one of those clown things with the ping pong balls, yeah.
Can you compete with your 2 badminton athletes this morning? That's the question.
Not so far. What I'm doing at this stage is I'm doing a lot of talking and avoiding actually having to play these guys. Meet Ong. If you don't know Ong, he's actually a celebrity in Malaysia. I'll tell you why, because he was a former number 2. But you're not playing in this tournament, are you?
No, no.
Why not?
Because getting old.
Oh, no, you're not, mate. Maybe a little chubby, you were saying, but not old.
Yeah.
Trick shots. It's all about beating your opponent. Not easy to do. So what we're working on today in our skills session is the double hit.
Yeah.
Well, the double movement,
yeah.
which sounds like a rugby thing, but it's not. Can you explain it, please?
Yep. When you want to do a trick, that you have to be, the first one you have to be move, then you stop, then you hit from the other corner.
Okay, so it's about checking the movement. You come in, and then you go to hit, and then you flick it back the other way.
Yep.
Okay, just quickly, because we don't have a lot of time, come over here, Ong, and show us exactly how this works.
Okay, so exactly that. When you put it, then just...
Okay. That was terrible. Didn't even go over the net. Neither did that. World number 2, and he can't even get it over the net. What are you doing, Ong?
Normally, you just come here, then you put it in the net, okay?
Yeah.
So when you want double motion, you just...
Okay, I got it. Here we go.
Yep.
Here we go.
Okay.
So that just looked like one movement, though.
You have to...
I'll blow that. Watch this. Let's go some trick shots. I'll show you some trick shots. You just stand back over here.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah.
You're right.
Around the back. Here we go.
Yep.
Oh, golly, you got to be careful what you hit.
Yeah.
Here we go. Not too bad. One more around the back.
Yep. Oh, nice.
There you go. Just a lesson.
Yep.
You take some of that information, soak it up, work on it for the next cross.
Yep.
Right?
Sam, let's get back to you now. Badminton, not really your thing, is it?
Oh, no, it is.
It is?
Wow. It is. I twisted my ankle just before. I had a little accident. But have a look at these guys. The reason everyone's laughing. What's that?
Look at the crowd. You've got yourself a stadium.
Well, I know. We're at the North Shore Event Centre. This whole event kicks off at 9 o'clock this morning. So we're kind of underway. They're all the volunteers, and we've got some of the players that have already arrived. The reason they were all having a good laugh at me before is because I was standing here and I copped one right in the head. And, well, I'm kind of standing here thinking it's going to happen again. So, yes, we will get into the weather, and that's worked out perfectly. Don't want to make any excuses, but I'm going to. I twisted my ankle before. So it's time to show you what I've got. Yeah.
out.
You've paid the crowd to cheer for you, haven't you?
Yeah, I have paid them, of course.
That was an air swing.
What do you think, guys?
Hey, Sam.
I've had some pretty good coaches this morning.
Yeah, you're not too bad.
All right,
But
Sam,
that's as
in the
long
next cross...
as I can handle.
Sam...
I'm done.
Sam, can you hear me?
Lots of jumping.
Hush the crowd, can you hear me?
No, he's too busy playing up to them.
I have no idea what you just said because the rapturous applause.
That's all right, mate. Hey, look, I'm interested in the next cross to see you on the receiving end of the smashes because when you said to me, to us earlier, you said that this shuttlecock moves at 300 kilometres an hour? That is just extraordinary.
That's what you're saying here.
So, I mean,
it is extraordinary.
And so that's obviously when it hits the racket, and then it slows up, obviously, quite dramatically. But it'd be interesting to see if you could actually get your racket anywhere near a professional smashing it at you.
Okay, so we want basically what he's saying is we want to see you battered next cross. Okay, sort that out for us.
It's called defence. Get your terminology, guys. It's called defence, and I'll be on defence at 8:30. I'll see you there. The New Zealand Badminton Open, it's from the 10th to the 14th of April, which means it kicks off today. It goes through until Sunday. That's when it's going to get really serious as the finals. So I need to congratulate New Zealand #1, Joe, and wish you all the best. Good luck for the tournament. Can you win it?
I'll try my best.
I don't want to hear try. Try is not good enough. And I would like to say, well, I was going to say good luck, but then I thought, well, in the next part of this, after weather, you're going to be hitting things at me. Yep. So I don't really want to wish you any luck. What are you going to be aiming for?
Yeah, your body.
The body. Yeah. It's not what you're saying when the camera wasn't on. Yeah. You're making all sorts of rude references. But all I know is that I'm in for it. Defence. Let's do this. Don't laugh. Oh gosh. Okay, it slows up. Oh, no, it doesn't. I just hit my own knee. Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh. This one. You don't have a chance.
Oh, come on, Sam, you've got to get one
It's
back,
actually
mate. You've got to get
impossible.
one back.
Next.
Move away, because
It's
he's
just
firing them deliberately at your body.
Yay.
What do you mean, yay?
Okay. Yes, good advice.
Oh, this is entertaining.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes!
nice. Thank you, Sammy. The sad thing is, Sam is the athlete out of all of us.